Tales from the Crypt, Episode 8, titled The Switch. This episode stars William Hickey, Kelly Preston, and Rick Rossovich. It is directed by the one and only Arnold Schwarzenegger, who does not appear in the episode, but he does show up in the Crypt Keeper segment. In the episode, Hickey plays a man named Carlton, who is rich for reasons unexplained, another person in Tales from the Crypt who is extremely wealthy, and we're not told why, we just accept it. He is courting a young woman named Linda, played by Preston, who is not interested in him on account of he is 168 years old. So he decides to get plastic surgery. He finds a weird plastic surgeon who agrees to do a whole body switch with this character named Hans, played by Rick Rossovich. So he does the operations individually. First, they switch faces, then they switch torsos, they switch legs, but each time he shows up to Linda's house with a new operation, she rejects him. When he has just the face, I can't really blame her for rejecting him when he just had the face, because he looks pretty creepy here. But then she sees him with the torso, she's into him, but then sees he has old legs, so he switches the whole body. But this costs him all of his money. And initially, he does not tell her that he's very rich, because if she's going to fall for him, he wants it to be for him and not for his money. But irony, again, is a theme in Tales from the Crypt. When he shows up to her, having spent all of his money, but having this guy's body, she is with the Hans character now, looking like William Hickey, but has all of his money, saying she was looking for someone who could have given her financial security. And the episode ends with the fake Carlton laughing at the new Hans. And you feel very bad for this guy who went broke for some woman that wasn't into him. I thought this episode was very good. I was really excited. I liked this a lot as a kid. I was excited to revisit it. Schwarzenegger as a director, I don't believe, when I first saw this when I was like 11 years old, I don't think the words "this is Hitchcockian" came out of my mouth. And if I was seeing this for the first time, I don't think I'd say, wow, that has elements of Jordan Peele in it. But I figured he must have directed some other stuff. And in my hours of research, or 2 seconds looking on IMDb, I found he directed this movie called Christmas in Connecticut, that classic. And it's the only other thing he directed. It's starring Diane Cannon and Chris Christopherson. Cannon plays a TV chef who's scheduled to cook for a firefighter, and she can't cook. And that's the twist of this movie. That's cinema right there. She can't cook, but you know who can cook? Arnold, because this episode was great, and I really enjoyed revisiting it. I'm going to give this a 7.5 out of 10, and I'm excited to keep going with season 2.